Hey guys, this is Feeding Frenzy 91, and I'm bringing you. I know I was supposed to do the Lily bio next, but I realized that the whole Lily Carly Doug death thing really is too big for me to fit it in her bio, so I'm putting it by itself, and I'm trying to explain mostly why Lily killed Carly because Doug's death was an accident. So I'm going to explain why Lily killed Carly and how I think and the reasons I actually think why she did it. Because if you notice during Lily's whole accusation, if you had Doug, she'll just accuse Ben. She won't even accuse Doug. If you have Carly, she'll go straight to Carly, and she'll even actually encourage Ben to blame Carly. And I actually found that very strange because I'm like, why would she do that? Why would you on the one side pick Ben and then on the next side just pick Carly, unless something personal was going on between these two? And I think there was something personal, and I think I can prove that. But before we can find out how this conversation ended up like this, we have to take a step back to episode 1 actually. Alright, Carly and Lily are both have their individual parts in the drugstore, right? You can give them both food, blah blah blah. They both actually seem to be very interested in Lee, although you find out in Carly's case that that's because she knew who Lee was, and you find that out when you go into the office. But with Lily, Lily actually shows immediate interest in Lee, and also it's very weird that she's the only one who asks Lee about his wife, or because she kind of assumed that Clementine's mother was his wife, and she's like, so y'all aren't together? Kind of was a hint, and episode 1 was riddled with hints between Lily and Lee, but I'm going to more explain that in Lily's bio, so let's not go there right now. Carly, on the other hand, at the drugstore was interested in Doug. Even though we know Carly ends up being canon for Lee's, relationship, Carly is actually very she does seem a little bit like Lee is when she acts around Lee, she acts a little differently. Like if you trust her in the office, she will actually turn around. She actually looks like I actually thought the first time I saw it was like a little schoolgirl. Like when she kind of like blushed and turned around like wow, he trusts me so quickly. It was like I'm like okay, that was kind of obvious that these two were going to end up being together in a sense. But other than that, Carly didn't have much in the drugstore. Actually, Lily had a lot more. So let's skip all the way to episode 3 to really discover figure this whole thing out. When Lee and Kenny returned from the food, if Lee was obviously helped with Larry, helped try to revive Larry in the meat locker, Lily is not mad at him, and Lily actually will constantly compliment Lee in a sense during these conversations. Now, most people thought, that doesn't really have much to do with anything, but it did kind of show that Lily was actually with Lee, even if it didn't go to a relationship, she sort of admired him in a sense. And obviously, Carly's did go to a relationship, Lily and Lee never actually. There's no option to have that with Lily and Lee. But later, when Lee talks to Carly, it is clear that Carly kind of senses either something between Lily or Lee, or there's no love shared between these two women.
I worry about her. That's about it.
Like literally, she says, "I worry about her. That's about it." Why would you even care? What's going on? Because Doug actually genuinely cared about Lily, when Carly kind of seems to just be like, well, yeah, I worry that she's gonna snap or something, and it's not. And like other than that, Carly doesn't even seem to care about Lily, and it kind of goes vice versa. Lily didn't seem to really care about Carly in episode 3 either. And with the whole Lee Lily thing, which people kept saying was not even hinted, um, even Carly in episode 3 seems to think that something's going, like with Lily at least, towards Lee.
Well, you're about all she's got left.
So with those hints and with those actual almost confirmations of Lily actually having some type of feelings toward Lee, even if they're not like romantic feelings, they're just some type of feelings toward Lee. It actually can explain why Lee was so against Carly when she even encourages Ben to say Carly. She said, "All you have to do is tell me it's Carly," and I think it's because of this whole. To her, Carly was stealing Lee. And during that whole bandit thing, that was a chance to kind of get her out. I don't think she wanted to kill her, but she wanted to get Lee to stop trusting her. She can even mention she thinks something's going on between those two.
She can fight her own battles. Unless there's something going on here that implicates you both. Don't be ridiculous.
The way Carly actually rejected it was kind of showing that Carley kind of knew that Lily had this feelings toward Lee, which were kind of clouding her judgment. The way Carley kind of tried to reject it, to try to throw Lily off, kind of says something that there was something going on between it's kind of like a love triangle, but except we're not sure if Lily had any romantic feeling for Lee. In fact, if Lily supports Lee, Carley kind of gives her this screw you look. And this only happens if Lily supports Lee. It's like, are you trying to take my man? I don't know whether that's true, but anyway, given all these facts between these two women, it can be assumed that if Lee was kind or tried to revive Larry, that Lily actually developed some sort of feelings for him, even if they were not in per se romantic feelings. So my final conclusion would be that both these women kind of knew about this whole thing going on and Lee didn't. And because of that, Lily tried to get Carley out of the way, not by killing her. Not that wasn't the intention, but tried to get Lee to mistrust her. Now, I know what you're saying. What if Lee doesn't help Larry? Well, once again, both women know what's really going on, and Lily obviously knows what's going on between Carley and Lee. If Lee doesn't try to help Larry, I think out of pure hatred, she wants to take the one thing from Lee which she knew he really wanted, which was Carley. And I think that would be a good reason, a viable reason why she would accuse Carley instead of Ben when Lee didn't help Larry, because she really hated him and she wanted to get back at him some way. And one of the ways to get back at him was to turn on the woman that he had affections for, which would be Carley. So those are my thoughts about Lily and Carley. Why Lily seems to be so in for Carley when with Doug she doesn't even accuse Doug. Now, before you guys think this video is over, I have a little bonus. I have a question which I don't actually know the answer to, which I want you guys to try to figure out if you can. Why does Clementine seem not to care so much about Carley's death? Now, let me describe that. Here's a clip of what happens when Ben is about to be shot by Lily.
No!
Clementine warns Ben, but Clementine never warned Carley. She never ever told Carley the gun was coming. And why? I don't know. I'm seriously asking, because this has been riddling me for a bit here. And before you guys think that she didn't see the gun coming, look at the clip. Clementine clearly is looking at Lily to see the gun. And here is a side-by-side shot of the reaction. The left is Carley, the right is Doug's death. Why does Clementine seem so shocked about Doug's death, but seem so apathetic about Carley's death? I don't know. It's true that Clementine will look like the picture on the left if Doug dies too, but she'll look like that afterwards. She'll look like that after she already has this thing of shock. With Carley, she never has this thing of shock. She never even seems, she just looks at her like it's an everyday occurrence. I don't know why, and I'm asking a question. Why is Clementine so apathetic towards Carley's death, but when it comes to Doug's death, she's so shocked? Anyway, that's my video. Hope you liked the video and the bonus. I will be getting on Lily's bio as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and God bless.